Howdy, y'all.
Hi, guys.
It's Ryan.
And Angela.
From Kaiser Capos. Not really. We're from Hard Eight Music. Deep in the heart of Texas.
That's right.
That's where we're at.
Yep, it is.
Canton, Texas.
Yes.
Which is actually where Kaiser Capos is actually from.
Yes, we're like right here in Texas. That's where we're located.
We're right over here.
In the heart of Texas.
No.
Because the heart's like over here.
I thought it was in the middle.
It's like right there. Well, see, look. Right there.
Right there. See?
Dun.
Where Canton is. Deep in the heart. Welcome to another Ask RNA.
Yay!
We survived Halloween. Hopefully you did too.
This is number...
Oh, it is 10.
10.
It's number 10 of the Ask RNA. That makes it like number 60-something of...
Yeah.
If it was FAQ Friday.
FAQs and questionnaires and...
But it's not FAQ Friday anymore. It's Ask RNA.
No, it is.
Let's get right to it.
Revamped.
Taylor Carter. Hi, Ryan. My friend and I are starting a band together soon, and I need some advice on how to be a successful guitar player in a band. I'm a beginner guitar player and need some tips on this. Cheers from Taylor in Regina. Regina.
Depends on where you're
Whichever.
from.
Whatever you want to.
That's like roof and roof.
Roof?
Yeah.
I say pen.
Crayon and crown.
She says pen.
I say pen. It's P-E-N. Anyways.
I need a pen to write with.
It's a pen.
It's a pen. Pen. Regina. Some tips. Practice your face off. So just practice.
And then practice.
And then practice some more.
Pretty much.
You can never be too prepared.
No, you cannot.
Practice and hard work, man.
All the time.
If you're starting a band, you know, what kind of band? Are you going to be like a cover band or an original? Because there's some different strategies there. It would probably be good to learn a couple of cover tunes with your friend.
Oh, yeah.
Dang it, Ike.
Anthony.
Flipside Music is texting me.
So if you're a cover band...
So, learning some songs, you know, because as an original band, you know, it's good if you can play some gigs. Maybe one or two when you're getting started, because people will dig that. But other than that, just really learn your parts inside and out individually. And then when you're working together, I mean, really make sure that you can perform well. I mean, that's the kind of thing.
Yeah.
You want to be a really tight performance.
Yeah.
Practice your parts separately, then when you come together as a band, really work on being a cohesive unit. That's a really open-ended question. There's really so many things you could go with that. From performance-wise, you know, are you talking about writing? Are you talking about performing?
Yeah.
Are you talking about getting along with other musicians? But the main...
I thought you were going to say getting it on with other musicians.
Getting it on. Staying away from groupies.
Whole, Fleetwood Mac situation.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Well, I was going to say don't marry your singer, but it worked out well for me. We got married and then I discovered you were a great singer afterwards. So
yeah, like years later.
Years later, I didn't know she was a great singer. So maybe a little more clarification on kind of what you're wanting to know.
Yes, ask another question, Taylor.
Yeah, ask another question, Taylor.
And clarify that for us.
But most of the answer is just practice. Everything. The music to how you present yourself on stage to practice songwriting. You're going to have to write a crap load of songs before you get to some good ones.
Yeah.
Practice.
Yes.
And maybe give us some more specific detail there.
Right.
Thanks, Taylor. Mr. Seabeast. Thanks again, guys. A bit cheeky to ask a third question, but here goes. How do you feel the quality of Far Eastern guitars has progressed over the years compared to that of American-made instruments? For example, say a Squier Epiphone of your youth versus now, and a Fender Gibson of the same. That's a really good question. I don't think there's any doubt that the Far Eastern guitars have been coming up in quality-wise quite a bit from my youth, which was a few years ago.
Not too much.
They're definitely much better, but I would say the American guitars are also better now than they were. And I have to say, having put my hands on quite a few Far Eastern made guitars in the last 6 years from various places such as Korea and Vietnam and Indonesia and China. Indonesia's actually making some really good guitars, I have to say. That's been the standout thing lately, is the Indonesia stuff's actually kind of a lot better. But I would say that the Far Eastern stuff still isn't quite on par with the USA stuff from everything that I've seen from the brands that I've dealt with.
Yeah.
I think the USA is still ahead, and but they've both gotten better.
Mm-hmm.
The Far Eastern stuff's dramatically better. The USA stuff is marginally better, but I think it's still winning quality-wise.
Yeah.
By far. So I hope that answers your question.
There you go.
Mr. Sea Beast.
The Sea Beast.
The Sea Beast.
Mr.
Sir Sea Beast.
Yes.
Sir Beastie of the boys.
There you go.
John Burdett. Ha! Fun video. You guys are nuts. Love it. Oh, we just like to have fun, I think. Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
Who made your costume? The hat, horns, beard. Dig them costumes. I like the orange shirt, Ryan. Angela, my dear, you look stunning. Of course you do.
Yeah.
Always. If you guys have a great weekend, be safe. My costume from last week. Oh, it's not here.
Oh.
It's at home still, actually. Angela made that. From her side business that she does, Lolly's Loops.
Yes.
Her crochet business where she crochets everything.
Yes, I'm on Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah, follow her on Instagram, Lolly's Loops, and
Yeah.
search Lolly's Loops on Facebook.
Yeah, we'll set a thing right here
Try to put a link in, or in the description.
so you spell correctly, because people want to spell lolly
They don't
like
know how to spell it.
lollipop, and it's not lolly.
Ain't no pops.
Yeah.
L-A-W.
It's like I am the law.
I am the law.
Yeah, like that.
Mama is not the law.
Yes, I made that. I started making it. Ryan, I started crocheting blankets, hats, and scarves. And then Ryan was like, "Do you think you can make this?" And I think I did a doll or something like that. I think I made like a mermaid or something like that because I was
think
making
so.
something
You were making dolls
different. I was
already.
making something different than what normal people crochet, and not normal people, but average crocheters. And
Not
so,
blankets and scarves. You were getting crazy.
yes, I was like, what can I do? And Ryan was like, can you make this? And he showed me this picture, and it was a Viking helmet because he loves all the Viking-esque stuff. And I was like, yeah, I think I can, because once you learn a few patterns, it's just repeating it over in different formations. Basically, there's nothing, the crocheting pattern or the way you crochet is only a certain amount. There's a very small amount of things. It's just how you incorporate them.
I think it's sorcery.
Different.
Actually.
And so I was
witchcraft.
like, yeah, I think I can. So I went and looked, and they actually have a golden jelly bean, I believe who it is, on YouTube, has a pattern for a Skyrim a helmet and horns. Well, her horns were a little bit more advanced than what I could do at the time, so I was just like, well, let me just figure it out myself, and thus the Viking helmet was born. So
That's great. So happy.
and I've sold like 7 or 8 or something like that of those suckers. So
You did some of them on our Indiegogo campaign.
yeah, some of the
was a
guys
perk.
got Indiegogo Viking helmets, and then I've sold outside of that campaign, I've sold about 3 or 4
Yeah.
of them. So
They're very cool.
yeah,
If you can dream it, she can crochet it.
yes,
You should crochet a guitar.
I should. I really should. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not the same as knitting. So if you see knit, I don't know how to knit. That's what the 2 needles, that you would see like grandmas in cartoons, crochet is just one hook. That's actually like a hook. And you just pull thread in and out of the holes that you're creating. So I did that.
She made it. And all my beanies, if you see me wearing a toboggan or something,
Yeah.
she makes those too. I love them. It's so great. It's going to be a little bit cooler tomorrow in Texas. It's going to be like in the 60s. So it'll be for real beanie weather. So excited.
For reals.
For reals.
Yeah.
Thanks, John.
For real, for reals.
Appreciate the question and support, sir.
Awesome.
Truck driver Sean from Riff of the Day
Yes.
Facebook group where they play riffs every day.
So awesome.
Hi, Sean. Good to see you, man.
Hey, guys.
John's bought some Panama cabs from us.
Yeah.
Hey, guys. I was wondering if you have an LP-style guitar that has passive pups that coil split, can you slide actives in them and still have the coil split capabilities? Also, any words to report on them higher-end EMG USA passive pickups? Keep music loud, fun, and most of all alive. Metal fingers. No, not always. Like, I have a guitar that's got coil split Seymour Duncans, and you can't just drop any active in there. Now, EMG makes a specific set that you can coil split. It's the 81 TW, I think, and the 89. Those are designed to be split, but you couldn't like drop a 60 in there or an 85 or whatever. And you'd also, I think you would probably have to replace the pots. You couldn't use, I don't think you could use the same, but you have to use the pots from EMG. But yeah, so it's not a direct swap, and you can't just split any actives. But most of the companies that make actives do have specific ones that you can do the split on.
Yeah.
So there you go, Sean.
There you go.
Sean. Jinx. You owe me a soda. And no, I have not put the nice, swanky EMG passive pickups I was telling you about into any of my guitars yet. I keep intending to, I just haven't done it, and I'm trying to pick which guitar to put them in. I can't put them in the Ocho because you said not to, so I can't. So I will probably end up putting them in my Chris Mitchell guitar, I believe. So there you go, Sean. Thanks, man. Next, Gino Ames.
Yes.
Hi, Gino.
Hello.
Since you often bring up Metallica, what is your go-to Metallica jam, song, album, bonus, fave Metallica cover tune? For me, it'd be No Remorse and Justice for All, Whiskey in the Jar. Good times, keep the great work, peace, love, and power tubes. Gino, the other riff of the day guy. Hey, other riff of the day guy, also from Riff of the Day.
Yes.
My favorite Metallica jam, probably Master of Puppets. I would say if I had to pick one song. But really almost anything off of that album, pretty much. I do.
That's hard.
It is hard. There's so many good songs. I do like me some Sad But True. That's a good one. So you did that, or oh man, so many. Probably Master. Creeping Death is great.
Understand, man.
Understand, man. You know.
That was like back in the day, though. You gotta.
No, we're going way further back than that.
I know, but that's back in my day. One of the first songs I ever heard of Metallica when I first heard it was.
It still doesn't get old, you know. When it comes on the radio, I don't turn it off when Understand Man comes on the radio. I'm like, oh yeah. As overplayed as it is, it's still a cool song.
It's still a cool song.
For me, it all goes back to the Master, that album. So,
Yeah.
favorite cover tune? Probably Whiskey in a Jar.
Yeah.
It's gotta be.
What's funny is, I don't know if he's going to say this or not, but when his friend, well, you know, bitter bass player
Paul, the bitter bass player.
His last name has jar in it, DeJaro.
DeJaro.
So whenever he would sing it,
He's Italian.
You know, whiskey and DeJaro in the jar. So he
Whiskey and
DeJaro.
DeJaro. Paul.
Yeah.
DeJaro.
And so I would always laugh because I thought that was, you know, it was just funny that Brian was, you know, I think when we were dating, you said that, you know, like, listen to this song, since you're friends with Paul, you'll get it. We were dating, and I was like, oh yeah, I can totally hear that now. And now, no matter what,
I can't listen to it without hearing DeJaro.
DeJaro, and because Paul's name is capital D-E, capital J-A-R-O. So,
DeJaro.
Yes.
DeHaro.
Yeah. So.
DeSwaro.
Anyways, I thought that was just funny. So.
It's gotta be, man.
It has to be whiskey.
Let's see.
Good Irish tune.
Yeah, I love it. They do a really good job on their cover tunes. They really do. Let's see.
Yeah.
All right, I think that was it from Gino.
Yeah.
Thom Grogan. I know it's probably Tom, but Thom is just awesome. I think that sounds great.
Yeah, sure.
Anyway, you guys are so much fun. Angela's facial expressions are wicked. You should live with her. What does that mean?
Where's that one picture you took of me at?
Oh,
Shane?
at one of my cousin's
Weddings.
wedding? I'll have to find that.
Yeah.
I'll have to find that.
So.
Put it up there.
Yeah.
She's great. Love her.
I'm always known for mine. So.
Can you kindly explain how different guitar tunings and string gauges affect tension on the neck? Yeah, well, of course, different strings have different pounds of pressure they're pulling on the neck. So the thicker the gauge of string, the more pull, the more force is exerted on the neck with a thicker string. Now, a thicker string with a dropped tuning, you're kind of relieving some of those pounds of pressure. So it's kind of a balancing act, really. So there are times you may or may not have to adjust your truss rod, like if you're using really heavy gauge strings, but you're tuning way down. It might even out. It might require a minor tweak. If you're using really heavy strings at normal tuning, which I don't like to do, why tear up your hands? But some guys like to do that, play 13s and standard tuning. You're definitely going to have to put some tension back in the neck with the truss rod. So think of it as like a seesaw. It's a balancing act, I forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, so you're just trying to balance, the amount of pressure the strings are pulling the neck this way, and then, of course, the lower tunings are doing this way. Now, if you're using normal strings and low tunings, then there's not enough pounds of pressure pulling on the neck. So that's a bit of a balancing act, really.
Interesting.
And you may require minor tweaks, could be major tweaks. That's all experimentation, really. I don't think there's, trial and error. You don't want to make too big of an error, though.
Yeah.
You don't want any cracking.
No problem.
But I hope that helps. You're just balancing tension. All right. Thanks, Tom.
There you go.
Guitar 77. Ryan, in your opinion, what's the best way to clean a fretboard, frets and all? Well, there's a couple different ways to clean the fretboard. I'm a big fan, actually. Dunlop makes a spray that really takes all the crap off of it.
Just like that.
So it does a good job of getting, like, if you got a lot of gunk on the fretboard,
gosh.
that stuff, it takes it right off.
We've seen some.
I've seen some funky fretboards in my
Nasty.
time. There's different products. A lot of different companies make different things. You can use a cloth and just sort of spend forever trying to scrub it off. But I like the Dunlop fretboard cleaner spray they have. Some guys use naphtha, which is like lighter fluid almost. Naphtha's it's probably the same stuff that Dunlop uses, but it takes that stuff right off.
Yeah.
As far as frets, GHS makes this stuff called Gorgamite. It's like a monster. Gorgamite.
Like a gorgon.
Like a gorgon. Anyways, it comes in these little things. It's like a cloth. You can cut it into small pieces, and that stuff really cleans the frets really well, makes them shine. I just bought some, ordered some actually.
Really?
And of course, yes, I did.
Okay.
Of course, you can use it to clean the whole fretboard too, but that's one of the ways I like to do it. Hope that answers your question. So, Gorgamite for the frets. I like the Dunlop cleaner. It does a good job for cleaning.
Yeah. I would think it depends on the wood too, because different woods absorb
Well,
at different rates because of how porous they are.
Yeah, different densities.
Yeah.
Different woods have different densities. A maple fretboard with a clear coating on it, it doesn't take much at all to clean it. You can just wipe them down with a rag, and that's all it takes. So those are very low maintenance.
Do most guitar companies come with instructions on how to clean the fretboards, or do they have it information available on websites or?
Oh yeah,
on their
like
website?
you can go like to Martin's website, PRS. PRS has a very extensive care section on like how they recommend to care for their product and how to clean and treat fretboards and that stuff. So that's a good place to look to if you're ever in doubt. Check that out.
That's what I would do. I would find out what the actual manufacturer uses for
What
that
is their
specific-
recommendation?
What is their recommendation? Because they know exactly how they treated the wood and how they treat what they put on it, and what would work best so you don't strip anything
Yeah.
unnecessary if it's too harsh.
And they're, if you're worried about voiding your warranty, if you ask them directly, they'll tell you how to clean it in a way that will not perhaps void your warranty, because they don't want to have to send you a new guitar. So, but I've used the Dunlop stuff. It works great.
Yeah.
Just gets the gunk right off. So I need to order some more, actually. I'm running low. All right, I think that's all we have time for today, actually.
Yeah.
A little bit longer than I wanted to, but you
Yeah.
know what? It's
We
all
have fun.
It's all fun and games
Ryan.
until someone loses a Gorgon.
Exactly.
Gorgonator.
Gorgonite.
Gorgonite. All right. Thank you guys so
Gorgonies.
much for your questions. Thanks for watching the
Yes.
videos and commenting and
We're
all
appreciative.
the thumbs up and that stuff. It's really nice. We appreciate it.
We do.
Super appreciate it.
So nice.
It is. I've really been pleasantly, not surprised, but the amount of views that we get and the amount of thumbs up, people liking and commenting on stuff lately. So it's been really, really very nice to see all the support from all over. So thank y'all very much. Leave us a question below. Type it and we'll see if we can answer it next week, hopefully. And until then, keep the music alive.
Don't forget it.
Wheelie, wheelie, wheelie. Kaiser Capos, deep in Texas.